Hey everyone, so you finally decided to set up that home gym you've been dreaming about, but now you're stuck with a single machine that can't do half the stuff your old commercial gym could. You know exactly what I mean. You want to bench, squat, do pull-ups, maybe even some cable work, but one piece of equipment just won't cut it. Well, I ran into that same problem last month, and found the Mikolo M7230CPHGPB Smith Machine. It's a 10-in-1 power cage that actually replaces most of the machines you'd find in a full gym. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the build is solid. It's made from 11-gauge steel, so it's not one of those wobbly setups that shakes every time you rack the bar. I've got it bolted to the floor, but even without that, it feels stable enough for squats and presses. The dual pulley system is a game-saver for cable flies and lat pull-downs. I used to have a separate cable tower that took up half my garage, and now I just flip the pulley around and it's all built into one unit. No extra footprint, no extra cost. Speaking of footprint, this thing is surprisingly compact for what it does. It's only about 50 inches wide and 80 inches tall, so it fits in a corner without blocking the whole room. I've got dumbbells on one side and a bench on the other, and I can still walk around it without feeling cramped. If you're working with limited space, that's a huge win. The 7-level pivot arm is neat for chest day. Instead of doing flat bench only, you can angle it up or down to hit incline and decline without swapping benches. I've been using it for dumbbell-style presses with the bar, and it gives me that same range of motion without needing a bench press station. The safety arms are adjustable too, so if you're going heavy, you can set the catch height just right, and not worry about getting pinned. One feature I didn't expect to use as much is the vertical leg press attachment. It's basically a hack squat station built into the rack. I can load up the bar and do leg presses without needing a separate machine. It's not a full commercial leg press, but for home use it's more than enough and saves you from buying another piece of equipment. The pull-up bar is thick and knurled, so it doesn't slip when you're doing weighted pull-ups. There's also a landmine attachment that lets you do T-bar rows, single arm presses, and even rotational core work. I've been using it for landmine 180s, and it's way more comfortable than trying to wedge a barbell into a corner. Another nice touch is the storage pegs on the side. I keep my weight plates, resistance bands, and even my jump rope right there so everything's within arm's reach. No more digging through bins every time I want to switch weights. Now, no machine is perfect. The instructions could be clearer, there's a lot of parts and the diagram is a little confusing. I ended up watching a couple of build videos on YouTube to figure it out. Also, if you're over 6 feet tall, the top pull-up bar might feel a bit low, so you'll have to adjust your grip, or do knee raises instead. But once it's built, it's sturdy and it stays put. All in all, this Mikolo M7230CPHGPB is the closest thing I've found to a full gym in one machine. It saved me space, saved me money, and it actually gets used every single week. If you're tired of having a home gym that's basically just a squat rack and a bench, check it out. The link is below and in the description, so you can take a closer look. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Mikolo Smith Machine, multifunction power cage with dual pulley system, vertical leg press attachment, squat rack power rack with more training attachment for home gym, M7230CPHGPB, sounds impressive on paper. But whether strengths like 10-in-1 gym station M10 base unit consolidates an entire and upgrade your chest day, M10 Smith Machine's 7-level pivot arm actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.